Hello and welcome to Middle Age Moto. We are out for a chilly ride on Halloween Day here in the States. It is 54 degrees. I've got the liner in my jacket. I still have my summer gloves on, and I'm wishing I put my winter on. And I needed some socks that are more than just a ankle sock. But with that said, this is my type of weather. Didn't really have a lot to say other than goodbye. No, just kidding, just joking. Well, I got a call the other day from Ducati themselves, basically saying, well, I want to laugh first. They called and I didn't recognize the number, so of course I didn't answer it because we are in the United States, and for those of you not, probably everyone in the world is aware of it, but we got an election going on for president, and I'll be so happy when that's over. I'm not going down the political road, but I'll be so happy. So I didn't answer the call. So I called them back, and it was Ducati, and the young lady was super nice. She wanted to know if I still had my Monster, and I said, yeah, I absolutely do. She said, well, there is a check that needs to happen and possible replacement of the rear brake line. So I asked her, they're very, very cautious. So I asked her, is this a safety problem? Can I ride the bike? Can I ride the bike to the dealer? She goes, from what she's told, all it does is enhance the rear braking. Well, my rear brake is better than any other bike I've had. So I'm kind of swaying toward the line is either failing or something of that nature. But yet, you know, even though that's my gut feeling, I'm out riding today, and I've got to get my bike in. So how the process works, this was last week that she did it. She called me. How this works is she will contact my dealership. I told her which dealership that is closest to me, and they will call me to schedule a visit. And of course I'm a week out and I haven't heard a thing, so I'll be calling the dealership. She did warn me. She said a lot of Ducati dealerships don't reach out for this in a timely manner, so if you don't hear from them in a week, you need to give them a call. Well, sure enough, I knew that's what was going to fall into mine. They're great as far as working, but as far as follow-up and stuff like that, not so good. Getting in contact with them is not so easy. They're in a pretty busy city, so I'm going to give them that. They're great guys, and they do great work, but other than that. So my goal is, because I still have the Gremlin on my bike, it happened today, and the Gremlin, for those that don't know what it is, when I accelerate or give it hard throttle, sometimes the power cuts on me for a split second, and then it goes. But today, what I was thinking was, I'm wondering if it's something to do with the traction control or wheelie control, and it's just cutting the spark for a second. So I've got to research, because it's never done that before. So I'm all over the map, and there's so many variables, as I said in my last video, that it could be. So I'm going to leave it to the professionals, but my goal is I'm probably going to trailer my bike up there, throw it on the trailer, and drop it off. I need the fuel gauge, which is an intermittent problem, just checked, and hopefully they can fix that before my warranty expires in January or February, because I'll have had the bike 2 years at that point. That intermittent problem I want them to check, and then I'm going to ask them just to do my annual service while I'm there, and then check the recall, I'm calling it. They didn't call it a recall, they just called it a checkup, which, you know, maybe recall is a taboo, but I'm going to have them check that. So that's probably going to have to leave the bike. Hopefully it doesn't cut into the videos. Last weekend, I was going to get out and ride. The weather was such intermittent raining and storming that I just, I didn't go out. I don't specifically go out if it's raining, because I ride for entertainment. So to get out and get wet and ride in the rain, and this bike really sprays your back. I mean, it just covers you with water. I've been caught a couple times in the torrential downpour, and it's just not fun. The bike handled great. You know, I've got my brand new Michelin Road 5s. I had the Michelin Road 5s the last time. They were phenomenal in the rain when I got caught, so that's all good. But you know, the camera probably won't even really show up much anyways. But like I said, I believe in the last video, I'm going to try to be more consistent when it comes to uploading videos. I'm going to try to do it on like either Mondays or Tuesdays when the video is uploaded. But I'm still in that transition, believe it or not, or things are still changing and growing, let's say. It's been transition from being on the road with my job where I was gone Monday through Friday to working from home. And it's presented its challenges along the way. Stir craziness is one of them. I'm usually the kind of guy that likes to get out. And plus just that separation from everyone, because when I'm driving to my next location, it's just me and the radio, or me and my thoughts, and I could just kind of unwind and relax and sort things out and plan my day. Now, you know, I've got pets, I've got 2 dogs, I've got a cat, so they're constantly have needs to go outside and want to eat and play and the whole 9 yards, and it never fails. It's like a child when the minute you get on the phone, they're barking out the door at one of the neighbors that are walking, because a lot of my neighbors are still working from home. So we got word the other day that it pretty much looks like this is going to be the new norm for us. From what I understand, there's been no expenses for travel budgeted in for next year, and they did this graph called the survival curve of the solutions that we support, my team supports. And it's actually, we're actually doing better with keeping our clients using the solutions that we offer. So they're happy with the results, basically, in layman's terms. What we're doing is working. And to be honest with you, I'm able to get with my clients and be a little bit more in depth and be more focused, because I'm not in the car and taken out of the realm of being able to work. So with that said, news on the home front. I don't know if I've mentioned in a video recently, my folks are getting up in age. They currently reside in Florida, and they are concerned with all the storms that are heading that way on a regular basis. They're at the age where they really don't want to prepare. They don't want to have to start over if the storm did hit the area. They live in the Daytona Beach, Port Orange area in Florida, on the East Coast. So they have made the decision to move up to Alabama. Who would have thought that, you know, we get the family. So my parents will be moving. They're waiting, hopefully, for some semblance of a vaccine. But if they don't see anything, which Lord knows when that's going to happen, by January, they're going to come up and they're going to buy a house, put their house on the market. Their house is on a lake down there. It's able to sell, in my eyes, super quick. And they're going to downsize a bit, buy a house up here, and that way they're close at hand as they age. My wife and I can take care of them. The only negative to that is I do have a sister and a brother-in-law that still live in Florida. They're about 35-40 minutes away from my parents, and they've been very active in being with them. But my parents don't really need any help right now. They're very self-sufficient and active. My dad's, you know, takes care of his own yard and does all the work around the house, you know, the whole 9 yards. So they're very active, early 80s folks. Then I get a call from my sister, and she's telling me that this was a while back, that she and her husband are considering buying some property on the Alabama-Georgia border because his family lives in Georgia. So that would be really neat to have the whole family here. I'm a very close-knit family. I hope I'm not boring you to death with this. It's not really a motorcycle talk, this half of it, but it's a little of you getting to know me, and I get to know you in the comments. To my boy that comments on every single video, congrats on the MT-09, and shoot in the comments for me what you think about the new one that is coming out. It's kind of impressive. I think they're both fantastic bikes. I'm sure you got a good deal on it. I did consider that bike at one point. I jumped to the MT10 just because you know, I didn't like the speedometer, and now the speedometer on the new one is a really cool, similar TFT to what I got. Even got some color in it. So shout out how you like the bike. I'm pushing you a little bit. You need to get some videos. I would love to be able to watch and learn who you are, what you're all about. You seem like a great guy. We're not going to make this whole video about you, but you've been with me since the beginning, and I do appreciate the comments and the looking out on the channel on a regular basis. And you know, you had said that you commute or use your bike a lot. Throw a camera on, talk about anything. People will eventually watch. You know, I got 10, 12 subscribers. I do it just for fun. You know, I just do it to enjoy it. I got in a rut there for a while to where I was just didn't know whether I wanted to ride or whether I wanted to take videos. I'm just gonna get out and talk. If people want to watch it, they can watch it. It's fun to me, so I'm enjoying it. And if I can help somebody out or inform somebody of something, we're good to go. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and enjoy the rest of my ride. I wish everybody a happy Halloween that celebrates Halloween. I don't think my wife bought candy, so we're going to need to get out and get some. We don't get a lot of trick-or-treaters at our house, especially during COVID times. So with that said, if you heard something you like, take a gander through some of my other videos. You might enjoy some of them too. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you find a little bit of time. And I'll see you on the next video. Hopefully it's an update by next week on what happened to the bike and what state we're in with it, and whether or not it's something catastrophic and I got to trade it in on the new Street Fighter from Ducati. No, I'm just kidding on that. I want to keep this bike for a long time and buy another bike. But with that, have a wonderful day.